Okay, hold on, Teresa. We're live.
Sorry. Hey guys, good evening and welcome to my exciting channel. We're discussing Mandela effects and the like. Thanks for joining me today as we uncover the mysteries of the Mandela effect itself and find out the true meaning of it all. We must discover what is really happening, what is really going on, to change these things that we know and hold dear to us. And let us help others discover the meaning of the Mandela effect and how it affects them and the price of help. Thank you. And be sure to hit the like and subscribe down below.
Okay, hey guys, what is up? I hope you all are having a wonderful evening tonight. Time with your families and getting to know the Mandela effect some more. And I wanted to, and no, I didn't get my days mixed up. Normally we do Friday shows, but today I really felt like we had to do this because 3 days ago we had something happen in Wisconsin, which I really wanted to talk about that. So just to sort of lighten the mood a little bit, I'm going to give everybody a brief introduction in case you haven't seen. We have some new faces with us. So let me just go cognito for a minute. We have Digital Scribe is back with us. Hey, what's up, Digital? Great, man. We got Gen X back with us. What's up, Gen X?
How's it going, man?
Hey, man. We have Harold is back with us.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Hey, great, man. How are you?
All right. I'm ready for a good show.
Yeah, this is going to be a great show because this is something brand new. I don't think a whole lot of people are talking about this right now. It'll be an interesting topic to talk about. Melissa is back with us. So what's up, Melissa?
Hi, everyone.
Hey. Nice to have you back. And we have yes, and we have Shammy's here. She's kind of new with us. Shammy, welcome aboard.
Hey, but you gotta work with me so everything is gonna be kind of messed up here.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
Right.
We're happy to have you. Okay.
All right. Thanks. Thank you for having me.
Not a problem. Not a problem. So, you know, there's this artificial intelligence joke that came to my mind earlier today as we're talking about artificial intelligence and leading into the NWO 666 chips. And I hope I'm not going to be offending anybody here because this is a joke about blondes. I hope you guys don't mind. But yeah, what do you call a blonde who changes her hair color when she dyes it brown?
No idea.
And it's called artificial intelligence. So that one just kind of popped to me earlier as we're talking about these things. I know that's horrible. I'm sorry. On these live things, we don't have the chance to edit, so I might not have got the punchline in there just right. But
That was funny. You didn't get the punchline.
What are you trying to say, Tom?
Okay.
Oh, I'm kidding. Here's another one. This one may suit the situation because AI and aliens mean basically the same thing. What do you do if you see a spaceman?
No idea.
You park your car, man.
All right. You're being too much.
Oh yeah. I'm a riot. I've got a million of them. Anyway, guys, so we're gonna lead in with some prayer, and I'm gonna take it. Melissa, take it from here, please.
Okay. Dear Heavenly Father, bring us together as one. Give us your spirit so that we may know you, so that many will feel your joy in their hearts, not only for ourselves, but for all. Please root out all evil from the earth. Sweep away all the offenses that offends you, all the lying, deceit, and hate between nations. Grant that all people may come to know you, so that the disunity and the conflict may be swept away, and your eternal kingdom may rise on earth, as we may rejoice in it for you, your kingdom come to the people. Father, just be with us today in this chat. Help lead it, Lord, and guide us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. And, you know,
Amen.
Harold was talking about this earlier. Harold,
Yeah.
you were mentioning something, I think, about the Christ light is how we can sort of block out some, and they can't figure out
Yes. why.
Can you explain
Yeah.
that Christ light?
Well, because there are certain things that that they can't seem to go through, and one of them is if you're thinking about Jesus Christ. It's like a multitask of your brain, and there are certain things that they can't hack through, and that's one of them. So long as you're thinking about Jesus Christ, they can't really tell what you're thinking or how to deal with it. The other thing is music. As long as you're listening to like pleasing music, they can't hack through that. So those two things appear to be protective, but specifically Jesus Christ. If you feel strongly about Jesus Christ and you're praying, thinking about Jesus Christ, they can't hack through that. So,
what kind of,
and
when you say
that's
pleasing music, what do you mean, like just Christian music or like any kind of music?
well, what I mean is, see, what happens is they use technology that um, can kind of download your thoughts into, basically into a supercomputer. And the way they do this is through frequencies. And there are certain frequencies that they can't seem to hack. They can hack a lot of different frequencies. And what they do is they do this thing called gang stalking, where they'll set you up. They'll put an idea in your head, usually through bouncing it off your skull. It's sound to skull, I guess, frequencies. And basically, they'll give you an idea. Say, go to the store to get peanut butter. And it won't be your idea, but it'll be in your head. You know what I mean? And then they'll have people waiting for you, along the way, either follow you or whatever. And the reason they're doing this is they're testing to see how effective their technology is at controlling human thought, basically. And so these things, music and thinking or praying Jesus, for some reason, they can't hack through that. They can't see what you're doing, So those two things block them. And I don't know exactly why. They don't know exactly why, but they say that those two things work.
I got
So do you?
Yeah, I got something to say about the frequency and the music. Have you ever heard the 528 hertz, the miracle frequency?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I heard like that actually heals your DNA if you play that tone and stuff.
So it's possible that works too.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. That's why I brought that up.
Yeah.
So Harold,
Yeah.
do you think that all the synchronicities that we were, at least I've been experiencing, which have been happening a lot more frequently, you think that's due to what you just said?
Well, it's possible. See, what's happening is they're testing their technology at this point on different people, and it can be random. It's not really, you don't have to be anybody. You could just be somebody random that they chose to do a test on, and they'll follow you, and basically they make your life miserable. You have a bad day every day with these people. They'll set up situations, and basically what they're trying to do is they're trying to get an emotional response from you, because this emotional response, they can judge whether or not their technology was effective, at making you feel a specific thing, So
Right.
so
Absolutely.
so
Well,
some,
I have something to say with
go ahead,
that.
please.
It's like, like they're trying to play with our heads, but being a Christian and we know in our authority in Christ, we take authority over that, and I
Exactly.
strongly believe that they have no defense against that.
Leave some of these people.
Yeah. By the way, Teresa has just joined us on the phone. So welcome everyone to Teresa. Hey, Teresa.
Hey, Teresa.
Hey, I wanted to talk about that frequency thing for a second. Some frequencies can heal, and there's other ones that seem to tear us apart here, like program certain behaviors and program thoughts in our head. I recorded this, and I wrote it down on a 3x5 card, index card. At the 21st of July, I wrote down 12:18 a.m. For 30 seconds. I felt this really painful for the first time, and it was the ringing in the ear. Never have I had it so painful before, and I completely lost my ear for about 30 seconds. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe it was another hard shift we had. I'm just really not sure at this point. And it was quite disturbing, actually. Go ahead. Go ahead, Harold. I'm sorry.
Let me ask you a question. Do you have any cell towers around you?
We have actually at where my house is where the very edge of the signal is. So that's why signals sort of fade in and out a bit.
Okay. Well, the reason I'm asking is because they've been pushing their signal through these towers, and they don't have to be there to set you up. I mean, like in some cases, for some reason, they have a whole team there to basically, run ops against you. But in some situations, they just test their equipment basically by sending out a specific low frequency signal, or they could send out a electromagnetic signal. And this signal causes one of the side effects is you get a ringing in your ear, a bad ringing in your ear. And the other side effect is you can get a headache, a migraine, like a real bad migraine, or it could be a visual migraine in which your eyes will actually you actually get pain in your eyes, And at some point, we were thinking that this might be a visual hack, that they may be using this technology to actually make you see specific things, And I've been studying the technology, and I think that they could actually do that if they really wanted to. I'm not sure if they could do it with just their cell tower. I think they might have to focus a signal directly at you. But I have heard that there is a technology available that can make you theoretically see what they want you to see, basically. But I think it's a directed energy weapon. I don't think it's something that they could do from a cell tower. At least I don't think so. I mean, from what I've seen, it was directed energy. But they also, sometimes what they'll do is they'll actually implant you with something and use that to stimulate your brain, certain areas of your brain, in order to make you feel or see something. But this, from what I've seen, it can't be done at this point through a cell tower. But that's just my opinion. I don't know that to be true. I mean, it's possible that they could. I just, from everything that's printed, I don't see it happening. I think they have to do it directly. Brian?
Yes, I'm here. I'm just waiting for someone else to speak.
Okay.
I just was waiting for anyone else. Does anyone have anything to add to what Harold was saying? I'm sorry.
Yes. So Harold.
Yes.
There's a company in Wisconsin that's going to be chipping their employees.
Yeah, Biohack Sweden.
Yeah.
Is the name of the company.
They're gonna put like a little a chip inside of between their thumb and their index finger.
Right.
And they're gonna be able to use that to get into the building and to like use the concession stands.
Right.
And
they cost $300 a piece, which they're going to pick up the fee, and they're promising at this point there's no GPS attached to it.
How generous.
Yeah, but you know, that could be or might not be true. I mean, they could just be saying that, and they could be GPSing everybody that they're implanting.
Right.
You know.
Do you think that this is like a step in the wrong direction, like towards the mark of the beast, or
Oh yes. Oh, absolutely. I absolutely believe that this is a step towards the beast technology. Absolutely.
I
And
totally agree with that.
Not only that, but I think that the technology is capable of a lot more than what they're telling you. They're telling you that it's good for to let you into a building or whatever. But I think that the actual technology is much more advanced than that. From what I've seen, it says that they can ID you through this chip. Law enforcement can track you through that chip. They can have your full medical history put on the chip, all your medications, your allergies, your contact information. And from what I've read, and I don't know if this is true with this particular chip, but I know in some cases the chip can actually terminate you. It can actually
it can get you fired.
No, it can cause you to die.
Oh, wow!
Wonderful.
It can actually make an electro signal that causes your heart to stop.
Oh, great! Wonderful.
Yeah, or the other thing is, it can track your brain waves. They can use it to track your brain waves as well. Now, I don't know. Again, we're talking about specific chips. I don't know if this specific chip is capable of this, but I have heard that some chips are capable of tracking your brain waves, and that was what I was telling you about with, targeted individuals. Some of them have chips that can actually stop your heart, or they can trigger it to cause a specific thing to happen in your brain.
Yes. Harold, I actually researched that myself, and this is like back in the dawn of the new age when I got on the wrong track,
Right.
which I made a complete turnaround. But I remember these devices that you could control a certain frequency.
Yeah.
Like you could adjust it like how you were adjusting a water hose, like
Absolutely.
on the dial.
Uh-huh.
And you can generate certain signals and be totally hypnotic to it. So,
Exactly.
And it's called something. I think it's called biofeedback or something like that.
Biofeedback, yeah.
Has anybody heard of that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
And another thing,
Feedback.
I'm sorry, but one more thing I wanted to add. Also, they have had in some instances a toxic feedback from this. In other words, like at the injection site, you'll get a cancerous tumor, and it can turn into full cancer and kill you. So
I can only imagine, like, if I'm having synchronicities now, if I were to have a chip implanted into myself, how much worse would that get?
You'd be absolutely a pawn in a game of chess.
Yep, absolutely. Because then they can control you. They can make it so that you can't buy or sell unless you have that chip, which is actually what they're doing with these people in Wisconsin, where this chip causes that they can go to their commissary and buy stuff with just the chip. And see, they want to make it so that all money is gone, and everybody has a chip, and that's where your money is. And so if they want to take your money at any time, they can just take it.
And you know how they're going to sell it. They'll say, well, if you're chipped, then you don't have to worry about, you could rule out the drug dealers and all the dirty money.
And hacking.
Yeah.
And all of that. Yeah. And no ID.
I don't think that that's how it is, though, because I live in the military lifestyle. I don't think it's actually going to happen unless people are going to, like, say, oh my gosh, we have to do that. Like, I've talked to other people that are in the military lifestyle, and they were like, that would not happen. We're not going to be chipped. You know, like, it's kind of weird. But we, as like military community, is not gonna like say, okay, we're gonna get chipped. Like, that would be ridiculous.
You tell her.
No, you just tell her.
See,
Yeah.
Teresa's she's getting in tears right now thinking about it, but she wanted to say to you, Shammy, that, you know, I hope you're right. She said.
Oh.
I heard that the military was going to be the first ones to get chipped.
Well, I would think that they would be the first, you know.
Yeah, and I heard that was going to happen. And I mean, I hate to say that, but I have a Bible quote. If you don't mind me reading it, Brian.
Yeah, please read.
It's Revelations 13, 16 and 17. It's from the King James Version Bible. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive the mark of in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Now, it sure sounds like to me that this is exactly what this is. Okay, this, you know, they're trying to put it in your hand. They haven't really mentioned putting it in your head yet, but that's coming. You know, I mean, if they're going to control your brain, they have to put it closer to your brain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there would have to be a certain distance and protocol, like the language to understand. But it's like an interface, you know.
Right.
With the computer systems, we have like a software interface with the hardware. You know what I mean?
Right. So, I mean, the beast system's coming. Okay, it's whether we believe it or not, whether we like it or not. Ultimately, and I have to say this, and I don't want to scare anybody, but honestly, I believe that the ultimate agenda behind the Mandela effect is the beast system, and I believe that they're implementing it now. I believe CERN is trying to get a bead on antimatter because they want to use that for bombs and what have you. But I believe that ultimately their agenda is the beast system. That's it. That's what they're doing, the New World Order. And ultimately their goal, if that's a fact, is to eliminate the population down to 500 million, which means a lot of people are going to die.
Yeah.
And they're talking about things like, they're saying that we can never be at peace because if we're at peace, basically the economy goes to pot. So we need to be at war. And from what I heard, now I don't know how true this is. There's a book that it was written starting in 1962 to 1967, and it was basically about. They asked some scholars what they thought about the economy and everything, and basically their idea was that we had to be a perpetual war in order to keep the economy going, and the only other thing that could work is to use the environment as a catalyst. So basically, their idea was to use this quote unquote global warming as the
Oh my God!
I don't even do global
warming. The Iron Mountain.
That's their excuse. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I bought the book. It was called the Iron Mountain Proposal, I think. And basically, it was that they said if we're not at war all the time, then we have to create an enemy, and our enemy will be the environment. And we'll say that global warming is an enemy.
So can we talk about my birthday really quick?
Huh?
Or
Sure.
Am I going too far?
No, you're okay. Go ahead, Shammy.
All right, so my birthday is September 23rd.
Cool.
And, you know, like,
what?
All this stuff is happening.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, hold on. What's up? You know, so what do you guys think about that?
I was watching that video, you know, the one where he has a logo on the YouTube saying September 23rd, like in the Fox logo. And that guy had a lot of good stuff to say. about the
Who was
signs in
that?
the heaven. Oh, I in fact I have him as a contact. Let me
Just send it to me.
Yeah.
But I don't look it up because I don't want to be that person, you know, like I live in the moment, but I want to know what people think that's going to happen that day, you know?
Well,
it's
what it
scary.
says, no, not scary. What it says, like in Revelations, it talks about all the signs in the heavens. That's how they knew that Jesus was going to be born, and that's the reason why Herod killed all the babies from 2 years old and under, because the Magi or whatever said that this was going to be the king, so that's why he killed them off. And even back in Moses, when Nimrod, now that's not in the Bible, it's in the book of Jasher, but it talks about how Nimrod killed this baby, but it was like a sleight of hand where Moses' father, Terah, I think it was, he handed Nimrod the wrong baby, and they thought they killed Moses. And so basically, getting back to what I was talking about is in this state, again, the signs in the heavens about how it talks about the virgin. I mean, not the virgin. Yeah, the virgin has conceives a child, and he immediately gets snatched away, which is a shadow of the church being taken up in the rapture. Now, I'm not saying, no way saying September 23rd is the day of the rapture, but it's sort of like a time marker, like the blood red moons and everything else.
Yeah. So do you guys think that it's just one of those things instead of just like the Mayan calendar and everything else? Or do you think that something's going to happen?
No, it's something's going to happen. I'll tell you why. Because, way Revelations rolled out, those signs in heaven, how it described all that.
Yeah.
And way the planets line up and everything else. This is this has never happened before. And Revelations describes this perfectly. So that is the date, September 23rd, 2017. That's what they're saying. So, like I said.
What do you guys think?
So,
what everyone else?
How y'all doing today?
Hey, man, how you doing? Welcome aboard.
How are you?
Welcome
I'm
aboard.
doing good.
We got E-Man aboard. Hey.
Hey, how's it going, man?
I'm doing all right. I'm getting better.
Cool, man.
Well, I've been thinking about that too. That they just implementing these things, in a small wave, and like they did last year. I don't know if anybody noticed. Last year, they did a test run where they made the food stamps not be available for about 15 to 20 days. So it's almost like they trying to see how long do it take for people to crack. That's the first thing. And then the government had put this implemented into the Obamacare anyway, which is called the Class 2 device for them chips. They did that last year too. When they was revising the Obamacare, it's got it actually in the law where they had a Class 2 device that can be implemented under the skin. And so, they just trying to roll it out small. And like you said, I think somebody said the military is going to be the first thing, and then they're going to make anybody that has any kind of government assistance, like food stamps, public aid, Social Security, that's going to be the next, and then, it's going to become mandatory. And just like y'all was talking about, it's all to get us into Revelation, all of it.
Yeah, man, I agree.
Yeah.
Brian, remember we were talking a couple of weeks ago how they were picking up the homeless in South Carolina and they were chipping them?
What?
Like a couple weeks
I didn't
ago.
hear about that. That's something new to me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I talked to you about it. In South Carolina, apparently they didn't want homeless on the street, basically. So
They
what
take
they
them
did
to
was
FEMA camps, right?
they picked them up and they took them to a FEMA camp, and they basically chipped them. They chipped all the
Seriously?
homeless people.
Okay, so that's who. Okay, apparently it's not the military going first; it's the homeless who are being tracked. And
yeah, of course, they got to round them up and take them into FEMA camp.
And I bet they're going to use it on prisoners too. See, it makes sense on prisoners. You know what I'm saying?
Guys, I'm not getting.
I get the idea of protection with them and keeping them on parole. And
what about journalists?
What?
And also the Walmart stores. A lot of them are being.
Hold on, sir. Tom speaking. Hold on.
The Walmart stores, a lot of them been closed up and turned into like so-called FEMA camps.
Right, I heard about that. I seen some videos about Walmart being turned into like
and they were hiding tanks behind the Walmart stores.
Right, and they're building like guard towers inside the Walmart.
Yeah.
And not only that, I had a friend who knows a friend who worked in there, and they literally set up guillotines in there.
Are you serious?
I kid you not. I kid you not. Yes, they have guillotine.
I'm not surprised.
No,
oh my God!
You know all the coffins. Remember all the huge coffins? You know,
God!
Wars. You know, they're just not for like huge coffins. And then the trains that transport them too.
You could put like 3 people in a coffin.
They've been more like 5 or 6.
Yeah, they've been gearing that up for a minute. I mean, because I think that was like last year.
Yeah, that was like a couple of years ago.
Them 430, them 430 Walmart they closed last year.
Yeah, they did.
I want to share a couple things with you I heard this week. In 1938, they basically declared the War Powers Act. And officially, in 1938, they suspended the Constitution. Okay? Since 1938, the Constitution has been suspended. We have officially not had rights, okay, since 1938. That is when they incorporated the United States into a corporation. And basically, this trickled down to local governments, where now the local governments are actually smaller corporations. They no longer really represent you, okay? They're in the business of making money, and that's what they do.
Well, the government should do that. Well,
yeah, they in no way represent us. The state government in no way represents us, and so basically, during the Obama administration,
the Federal Reserve too.
Yeah.
Oh
well,
gosh, let's not talk about that one.
But officially, during the Obama administration, what they did was they were arming all the parts of the government. And they were stockpiling bullets and guns.
Exactly, they bought out all the bullets.
Right,
they bought them all out, like they cornered the market, so nobody else can get them.
They were preparing for this to happen during the Obama administration, but for some unknown reason, it didn't take place during the Obama administration. But they still have, and all these different branches of the federal government, which have no business being armed, are now armed.
Exactly.
Right.
And they're pushing to take away the guns from the citizen, the Second Amendment rights.
Right. Well, first of all, you have no Second Amendment rights.
Exactly.
Like I just said, in 1938, they suspended the Constitution. They never reinstated it. So basically, we've been living in a state of martial law since 1938. Okay. They just
but they haven't invoked that.
Well, no, the federal government has never invoked it, but here's the thing. Because they instituted in 1913, which actually before 1938, in 1913 when they instituted the Fed, Fed basically took over our government at that time.
Exactly, and then they had to create the IRS a few months later to pull the money in there.
Right, basically, and now they have the bankers are basically running our country. So,
exactly.
The president
exactly what's going on.
The Rothschilds.
Yeah,
they named it the Federal Reserve for a reason, so it sounds like it's owned by the government, but it's really a private organization.
It is private, yeah.
Yeah,
The reason
that's a
that
private bank, you know.
Yeah,
I was looking into that myself, you know.
sure.
I looked at the debt ratio that we have, and it says that every citizen in America, we owe $144,000. And I
Right.
said,
No,
I don't remember getting
trillion,
$144,000
Yeah,
actually.
you're in debt right when you're born.
Well, so
That's
and I
right.
don't remember signing up for it.
I know. Exactly. We didn't sign up for that debt, but right when we're born, we're in debt.
Yeah.
what you don't also understand is each one of us is actually being traded on the stock exchange. Did you know
Yeah,
that?
it's called your birth certificate.
Yeah, they're trading
Really?
you. Yeah, they trade you. There's a number on your birth certificate, and you
Yep.
can actually look it up and see what you've been trading on the stock exchange.
What?
And you also have a number on the back of your social security card, and that number actually corresponds to a specific part of a federal bank.
Well, what gets
Yup.
me
Exactly.
what gets me about the whole thing is, yeah, I know I'm $144,000 in debt, but where is some of my surplus that they say we got? You know, they say everybody got a certain amount of money that we worth, and
Yeah.
it's in green, but I ain't never seen none of it.
You ain't getting that money.
You're
You
not
ain't getting that money.
either. Yeah.
Well, I've heard that people are trying to draw on it.
No.
I've actually heard that people have drawn on that money,
What?
and that and I heard that one guy went to jail for it. They were going to kill him, and he went to jail because he took out $500 million, $500,000, not billion, million.
Well,
dollars.
yeah. I mean,
And
I
put
would
it
do the
into
same
a,
and just like stash it.
Yeah, he took it out of his account though, with his name on it.
He's got to be
And-
more discreet about it than that, you know?
Yeah, kind of.
Well, if you get
Yeah.
your passport, get out of the country, maybe okay.
Yeah, maybe
Hey,
or maybe
Take-
not.
I wouldn't. I
the
wouldn't
classic,
even
take the
wanna
money
leave
and
the country.
run.
Like I would just like
Run
kind
quickly.
of just go and.
But did y'all hear about the
We're gonna
government
go to the Ozarks. Guys.
ordering all of them hollow point guns? I mean the hollow point bullets.
Yes,
A whole lot of rush orders of water. I think that happened in December. They were making rush orders for all the FEMA camps in America that's
Yep.
supposed to be empty. Why are you making
what do
rush
you think?
orders? Why are you making rush orders on water then when it's empty?
and
So what
food.
do you
Exactly.
think?
They're just
Exactly.
sucking up the market, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I think too. It's like the market, and the market wants you to buy, and you can like stock up as much as you possibly can, but we're probably going to still be left short.
Well, how about this? Population control. I mean, we got too many people on the planet. They want to eliminate that. So let's go ahead, put the chemtrails up there.
I have
Well, they
like
said-
9
let's
billion
put the-
people.
Yeah, let's put the poisonous food on there, everything. You notice how all these hospitals are like freaking expanding? I mean, in Orlando, Florida hospital, it's become like a small mega city. I mean, it's ridiculous, you know? And like, it's, you know, people are getting sicker every day because what they're contaminating everything else with food, water, and all that.
Well, I think that they also use smart dust, and they use nanotechnology. They get the stuff into your blood, and then, you know, when they want you to die, they just flip the switch, you know, and it
Sure, just throw the switch, Warden, you know?
and you die. I mean, there's no reason to cause a problem, you know, or make a mess.
And you'd be surprised. I haven't got any immunizations in a long time, but I had took my son to get his he was going to high school. You know, they want you to have all your shots, and they gave him this one shot where she said your arm was going to be aching, and it's got to go through slow, and then we had to give you 2 shots of it. I said, "What the world is you putting in his arm where his arm is gonna be dead?" And then she was like, "We can't let you go home for at least an hour.
Hey,
we can't let him go for home for an hour because we got to make sure it's going through." I said, "What the world is this you putting in here?"
Hey guys,
Right.
you guys hear Shammy?
I'll
Yes.
try
Yes.
to.
Barely.
sorry, I live where jets are common. So
Wow.
if you hear them, then please let me know, and because I don't even notice them anymore. Like, they're just jets. So that's my lifestyle.
Well, they're doing stuff with jets, you know, all the time, blocking out phone signals. I live around an Air Force base as well, so I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Hey, no worries.
Speaking of towers and jets,
right?
Shammy, Gen X was sharing with me an article about Gwen Towers. Have you guys heard of this?
Yes.
No.
Well, that's what I was talking to you
about. Twin Towers?
No, Gwen Towers.
Gwen Towers. What is that?
Ground Wave Emergency Network.
Yeah, they look like cell towers.
So basically, they're controlling the ionosphere. The U.S. government is controlling the ionosphere,
right?
With ground wave emergency network transmitters, and basically, they have different functions, including controlling the weather, mind behavior, mood control.
Yes.
And population.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was talking about. Yep. Gwen
right.
Towers.
I mean, have y'all really noticed in the last 2 weeks how your internet or your phone signals just drop off?
Yep.
And my phone signals and my internet, it's like they say, we're going to test how we can just shut everybody down.
Right, and they're placed like about 200 miles apart across the USA, so they're everywhere, and they're tailored to the geomagnetic field of the Earth.
Yes.
So they're able to tap into like the frequencies that we are like accustomed to, that are natural to us. They can tap into that, and maybe that's why we're experiencing certain synchronicities. Or what Harold was talking about, you know, with how they're like controlling us with certain things that we don't even know about.
Absolutely.
Right.
And
absolutely.
They have a 200-mile radius.
Yeah, 200 miles.
Yeah. At 360 degrees. 200-mile radius. And they're putting
have y'all been seeing these birds just stuck in the air where they can't fly?
Yes, I have. An airplane stuck in the air and they can't fly.
And they flapping their wings. That would trip me out. They flapping their wings and then they open their wings and they moving.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, that's really strange. Really is.
Yeah, it's basically covering us with artificial electromagnetic waves, and that allows them to mind control us and like hypnotize us.
Yep.
And most people, they don't know about it, man. Like we're awake to it, but most people have no clue that they're under this mind control.
Well, that's why people act the way they do. When you talk to them about the Mandela effect, they haven't a clue. They have no idea what you're talking about.
Right.
So
they look at you like you're crazy.
They get real hostile. No, not only that, they get real hostile with you.
I know.
And I mean, when you look at the King James Bible, how jacked up it is now. I mean, it takes less than an idiot to figure that out, but these people just don't see it, man. It's just
they have no idea.
Man, you could, yeah, exactly. It's beyond a joke, man.
Yeah, it is.
And now all of a sudden, now they want to teach the Bible in public school. Come on now.
Yeah.
You heard that, right? Yeah,
that
go ahead.
Yeah,
reel it out now when it's all jacked up, you know. That's right. He's playing right there, you know.
You know what I've noticed is they haven't messed with the new King James version. It's still pretty good.
And yet now that they're saying that no, nothing has changed in the King James version. Yet
sure.
Yet the syntax in the Old Testament is terrible. It's like they're not even sentences anymore.
Yeah, I know. It's like, that hasn't changed, just like the human skull. And like what I said, you know, when I saw those 6 holes that came in the skull, I said, I need this like a hole in the head.
Yeah, right.
It's like they're taking aim at our skulls. Honestly, it seems like they're punching holes everywhere. You mentioned the Bible, Harold. I'm seeing this phrase repeated, not just in the Gospel of John, but somewhere else I found it too. I believe it was It might have been like Romans or somewhere, Corinthians,
Right.
but it's the same language. It says must needs be. What the heck is must needs be? What does that mean? Maybe
Kat,
Melissa can help me out here.
No, Kat did something on that called Ebonics now. It's in the Bible.
Yeah, it's like Babylonish.
Yeah.
Babylonish clothing.
Exactly.
Or no, and no. What was it? Not no. Mo.
Yeah, that's
more,
it.
and more. They had 3 different ways they spelled it. Mo, M-O-E, and M-O-R-E, and they actually used all 3 versions on the same page.
Sure, why not? You know.
Yeah.
If you don't need a teacher now, boy, you really would.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah. I don't remember the King James being that what's the word?
That Ebonics.
Ebonics.
I remember it flowed really smoothly. Like you read it and it just like it was perfect, you know, it was the perfect word of God.
It was.
I heard they were just throwing words in there like Matrix and
Matrix. Yeah, I never seen Matrix.
Unicorn, sure. I heard was in there.
Yes,
they got cuss words all through the Bible now.
Cuss words
and all the sexual,
it's very crude.
Explicit sexual things in the Bible now.
It's very vulgar, like, you know.
Yeah. And they'll say, "Oh, go ahead and teach it in the schools now."
Oh yeah, it's all good now.
Yeah, now that we tore it out, go ahead.
Yeah, they good with that now.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, it's jacked up. Yeah, go ahead, put it back in this public schools. You know.
And matter of fact, they say it should be taught everywhere. I don't know why they don't do it everywhere.
Yeah, teach it everywhere now.
Yeah, sure. Now it's screwed up. Go ahead and
we have our favorite chapters too.
Hey, yeah, don't forget the emojis too.
Yeah, the emojis. Yeah,
you'd be better off reading the Catholic Bible at this point.
Oh yeah, and also, by the way, remember Easter.
Oh yeah, Easter. You got to have Easter. Well, just wipe the sweat off of your face instead of your brow.
And pick up your stuff.
Yeah,
pick up your stuff and
pick up your couch.
Pick up your couch with you. I love the old couch.
Wait. Here another one. Jesus was anointed on his head.
On his head, yeah, not his feet. His head.
I thought it was feet. I thought it was his feet.
It was his feet, but now it's his head.
Oh, it's his head, man.
What?
And I heard Jesus said, "Go ahead and kill him." He told somebody, "Go ahead and kill him."
Yeah,
go ahead and slew them in front of me. Go ahead. Take them out.
And don't forget to put the new wine in old bottles. Don't forget.
Yeah, the old bottles. Yeah, don't forget the old bottles.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. And don't forget to wear your aprons.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, how about the paps or the girdles? Wearing the girdles now.
Yeah.
No, I got a good one. Here go another one. How about men with breasts sucking off milk?
I know, right?
Oh my
because they totally had waitresses and beer bottles back then, you know?
Sure.
Oh, sure.
We had lawyers and we had officers back then.
Sure.
Sure, and don't forget
the Matrix back then, apparently.
And the Matrix. Keanu Reeves was back there doing movies.
Yeah.
Hey, don't forget they had newspapers. They publishing stuff in the bar.
They're publishing. Yeah, Ed McMahon has nothing on this one, you know.
Oh no, they're publishing.
And they got pennies back then too.
Yeah.
They was using the dollar back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also the penny. Yeah, right.
Don't forget they had aliens.
Guys, what is
aliens?
Yeah.
Real quick. I'm sorry, guys. What is the one word that we have to have when we're reading the Bible now? What is the one word? And it ends in meant. Starts with a D.
Discernment.
That's right. Man, you got it. We got to have true discernment when we read the Bible now. It's getting harder and harder every day.
Right.
I told somebody that earlier. I say, man, look, and when I first knew about the changes about 8 months ago, it was harder to find the changes. Now you can turn on each page now
and find some changes.
Right.
You can go every verse now.
Yeah. Well, they did say that there would be a famine of the Word of God.
Right.
So
I believe that's what this is.
That's exactly right.
The great
Oh, no,
falling away.
and it also say you're gonna look to and fro seeking the word and ain't gonna be able to find it.
No, you're not gonna find it. You never.
Yeah,
find
you
it.
ain't finding nothing, man.
Not
Don't
in
you
there.
think don't you think the Bible changes have to do with the great falling away? Like the Bible's
Of
almost
course.
completely changed now, so the great
That's
falling
right.
away will be
That's
happening soon.
And the
Right.
great
It's on,
deception. Great
it's on the
deception
horizon.
taking
Blind,
place.
the blind lead the blind. You know.
right.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's coming up. It's coming afoot. It's right here.
And a lot of people don't know how close it is. They still walking around. Now you got this new thing going on. Everybody want to do prophecy now.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, everybody want to do prophecy. They having prophecy classes, and we want to speak good into people's life, but they don't want to tell people the real truth that's going on.
No.
Right.
It's
It's
your
that
Bible
new age
being
stuff.
rewritten daily.
And what's the real truth here? That a lot of people going to be led astray. That's what the Bible talked about, and
Well,
we have to.
Right.
If you read Revelations, you would know what's happening.
Yeah.
Or is that Revelation? Or is that the Revelation of John? Or is that
Is it
the Revelation of St.
Revelation.
John?
Which one is it, you guys? Let's take a vote right now.
The revelation of John.
Now you know what?
It was not Saint John.
It got me confused because I remember part of my memory is saying Revelations. You
I
know,
remember Revelations.
I remember Revelations. You know, but you know what? This is what they're doing, and this is they actually mixing the truth and making a lie at the same time.
And
Like we know, Genesis said Genesis, but now it says the first book of the law, first book of Moses. Now we know it's true, but it was never there. So it's like they telling the truth to tell a lie, so it can add some more lies.
Yeah, of course.
So when you say, well, the book of Genesis never had Moses on the top of the heading, but then they'll say, well, didn't he write the first 5 books? So they is telling the truth. So it's like they try to mark us. So if we use that, and then people like, you just nitpicking because he did write it, but it wasn't there.
Well, it's the Pentateuch. You know, the first 5 books were written by Moses.
Right.
But the bigger picture is E-Man. You know, Moses has horns now. How about that?
I heard that.
Oh yeah, I did a video about that when we first knew about that. Was about 7 months ago.
Oh, don't forget about the lowercase t's where they take out the cross and the lowercase t. They give it a hook and make a non-proportional cross on it. You know.
You know they're gonna take a cross away. That's the first thing. They don't want. They don't want no power. You know, Brian did a nice little visual aid about the past, and they don't want to reverence God. Period.
Oh no.
That's why all the T's changed.
Exactly. And that's all throughout the English language too. It's just not one thing, you know. I mean, what gets me fired up is the Kit Kat. They keep remembering that little dash being gone. I say, hey guys, what about the T? It looks like a J now, you know.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, it's just so it's almost like they changing things that they already changed, and people still can't see it.
Exactly. You can't see it, man.
What were you gonna say, Brian?
I'm sorry. It's okay. I'm just interjecting here about the Kit Kat. You mentioned that.
Yeah.
And E-Man was one of the first people who documented that one in one of his videos, and I got to hand it to you, man. That was a great find with the Kit Kat T's being messed up like that. So they're basically saying in their commercial, "Give me a break me off a piece of that Kit Kat Dash." That's what it should be.
That's a good one. I like that one. I like that one.
Again, look at you, Brian.
A little bit of humor to break the seriousness. Sorry.
They did the one on the T's.
E-Man, and I mentioned him. He did the Walmart video, and that blew my mind. The Walmart T.
Yeah, that was a classic. Totally 2 thumbs up.
Brian, tell that other joke you told us earlier about the blonde girl and her.
Oh yeah. What do you call a blonde who dyes her hair brown?
No, the other one.
Which one? Oh.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't. Is it about the spaceman or the blonde or what?
No, you said.
What blonde joke? I don't want to offend too many blondes here. You know, we got a lot of blondes.
Okay.
audience. I don't want to offend anyone.
Right.
They can
we'll
always
let it go then.
Yeah, you know.
We'll let that one go.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. Sorry, guys. E-Man, I think you were saying something. Go ahead. Sorry.
No. You sorry. I said the thing is, if you don't, if like I told this pastor today, I was talking about, he was like, so what are you trying to invoke? Are you trying to invoke fear? And I said, no, I'm not trying to invoke fear. I'm trying to invoke awareness, because he said my people perish from the lack of knowledge, and it said be watchful, well as pray. You know, we might can't do nothing physically about this, but we can get ourselves prepared. We can try to tell of God's goodness and what He is. That's why God said, hide the word in your heart. So we have to use what we know to tell people, man, you know, you got to get your life right, because this don't seem like it's going well. It seems like it's getting worse and worse. So it's time. Playtime is over. That playing church and they're playing like you got time to get to that. We ain't got no time, because we don't know when this is gonna hit the fan.
That's right. Exactly.
Exactly. Absolutely. I think that it's closer than you think. You know, I mean, you may believe that we have time, but you know, when I wrote a post the other day about this, and I basically said, you know, the New World Order is moving forward. Okay, you may not think so, you may not see it, but it will come. And when it comes, you know, everybody's going to be shocked and they're going to act like they didn't see it coming. I said the first thing is we'll probably end up having our money crash, you know, and I said it'll happen on a Friday. They'll close the banks, and next thing you know, all the money will be worthless. And I said, now what do you do? What do you do about that?
And once they crash the economy, then they'll go seize the guns or whatever, gun control.
Well,
then
no,
they're going to have martial law.
But here's the thing. Here's what they'll do. They'll declare martial law.
Right.
They'll turn around and say, well, our government is not capable of handling this situation. They'll call in the UN. And through the UN, that's how they'll build the New World Order.
That's exactly right. You
that's
nailed
what's
it.
going to happen. They've already trained the UN. They've been training foreign troops on U.S. soil already. Okay? They've been training them in Denver.
Supposed to be against the law.
Well, they've been training them in Denver. They've been training them down in Texas. They've been training Russian troops, Polish troops, Chinese troops, Russian troops, and where everybody saw these trucks moving. Remember when everybody saw these trucks moving on trains going here and there?
Yeah, I remember that.
That's when they were training them.
Yeah, because I think I did a video on them trucks.
And that was during the time of Obama. That was during the time of President Obama. Now it's you know, they're saying, well, Obama's not in the presidency now. We don't got nothing to worry about. Bull crap. It doesn't matter who the president is.
No.
It doesn't matter. You know, the president is a figurehead. Okay.
Right. He's a puppet on a string.
Yeah, that's it. He's not the one in charge. He's not the one who has the strings on the money. Okay.
No. Absolutely.
And when you look up in your neighborhood and you see the United Nations come driving through, you'll know it's there. That's the time. That's when it's going to happen.
UN trucks.
When you see the UN blue helmets, you'll know that's when it's coming.
Exactly.
And see, this is what I told people a long time ago. The debt, Obama was put there to raise the debt where we could pay it. A lot of people don't understand that, because every president before him only had $1 trillion per debt. They did their job, but they wanted to speed it up, and so Bush was only able to do 4. Obama did 10. He was the worst economical president we ever had, and people try to defend that. He was put there to make our debt where we can't pay it.
We funneled
Obama,
we funneled $1 trillion to the banks back in 2008 for what, you know?
But Obama had been in government, believe it or not. He had been a part of it since he was a kid. Okay, I mean, I hear stories about Obama. I don't know if they're true or not. I mean, I heard stories that he was involved in all kinds of things when he was a kid. and that they told him he was going to be president.
Was he even born here?
Well, no, he wasn't born here. But here's the thing. I heard, this is what I heard. I heard that he was going to be. He was told when he was younger, when he was like a teen, that he was going to be president of the United States.
So that means he was molded. He was molded.
Yeah, they already knew him. And this is what I heard. You know, and I don't know if it's true or not. I can't tell you. I wasn't there. But
can you hear me?
I can tell you what I heard.
Yeah, we can hear you. And the bad part about it, let me tell you, I'm from Chicago.
Guess what? I got called out. Like, those planes went over, and then I lost signal.
Oh,
so
okay.
Hey.
Well, I was.
Welcome back.
And I'm gonna tell you this. What's this? I'm in Chicago. I live right down the street from President Obama's house.
Yeah.
I ain't never heard of President Obama. Only time I knew about President Obama, and I'm from Chicago, was when he spoke at the Democratic convention. I ain't never seen him in my community because I live right down the street from his house. He live in High Park on 51st. I used to live in the projects on 51st on State Street. And so that's only about 10, 15 blocks away from his house. And he ain't never came to my neighborhood. I ain't know nothing about no Obama or Barack in no neighborhood community organizer ever. What a community he was in, I don't know.
He wasn't organizing over there, huh?
Right. So I don't know where he came from. That's what my concern was, because I didn't know who he was.
Yeah. Well, but they saying, here's the thing though. You know, people, they separated people by race, by creed, by this, by that. But here's the funny part about it. All of these people come from the same freaking bloodline. Did you know that? Did you know that Barack Obama's bloodline was also connected to Bush's bloodline?
Yeah.
And that Bush's bloodline was connected to, you know, and it goes all the way back to the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, all of these people were connected. All of them. It didn't matter what color they were. The color was irrelevant.
They were chosen and groomed for this purpose.
They were chosen. So here's the thing. Right. This man was put in there to rip everybody apart, basically, to split us up. You know, we were all connected after 9/11. Everybody came together, and everybody was like one people. And they wanted to stop that. So they wanted to make the blacks angry at the whites angry at the blacks. They wanted to make these people mad, the Spanish people mad. They're making the religious people mad. They're making the gay people mad. They went around and he just made everybody angry at everybody.
Yeah.
Okay? And that was his purpose. He did that. He was the freaking same blood as all these other people.
Being silly though.
He was the same freaking family.
He was saying like that he pardoned people and this and that and whatever. And like look what's going on right now.
Yeah.
You know,
like, it's insane. It's insane. And you know what the worst part about it is? We bought this crap up, hook, line, and sinker. Everybody listened to him, you know? And he lied through his freaking teeth. And the minute he quit being president, where did he go? He disappeared.
I told people this a long time ago. Like y'all said earlier, ain't near one of them presidents for us.
Not
one of them.
Not a one.
No matter how good they might talk, near one of them. They all. Only person that I can say that was for the people was Kennedy. Was Kennedy, and they had to take him out because
they killed him.
He was too much for the people.
That's right. The government killed him.
Yeah.
All the rest of these folks, they all is put their little piece in so they can get us to that one world government.
Hey,
let me ask you a question. I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Do you know why Abraham Lincoln was killed?
Emancipated the slaves.
What
no, wrong. The reason he was killed.
He was trying too hard. I don't know what.
No, here's the reason he was killed. He was killed because they staged the Civil War to split the United States up. Okay, and what happened was the Rothschilds wanted to take over the United States. And what they were going to do was, one Rothschild was going to give half the United States to England. Okay, that would have been the North. The other Rothschild was going to give half the United States to France. Okay, and the only thing that stopped it from happening was that Abraham Lincoln issued greenbacks backed by gold. Okay, and that's how he kept the bankers out of the situation, and he won the war for the North. Okay, it wasn't supposed to happen that way. Okay, they were supposed to split the United States in half. It didn't work. So he won the war for the North, and because of that, they turned around and they sent that guy to kill him. That's why he was killed.
You
okay?
think that's
had
why
nothing
he's
to
killed?
do with the South, had nothing to do with slavery. It was all about money. They wanted to split the United States up at that time.
All right,
and,
so can we go back to the Rothschilds and like
Sure.
the people who are, you know, in control of everything, you know?
Exactly.
The money.
Like, sorry, I left you guys for a little bit. Literally the planes went over and I had no phone service for like at least 30 minutes.
That's okay.
It sucked.
That sounds like experimentation.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, that's all. That's been happening to me this week.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm sorry. I am way into, I'm close to a military base. So, but, so, like, Rothschilds, you know, like, think about that. They have been in charge of everything since what, like 1816, whenever they went
Way
with
back.
the, like, a lot, like, well, it's probably further back than that.
Oh yeah, but you know, they supported Napoleon,
Yeah.
and they supported the other side too.
Yeah. No, and
Like they play both sides of the fence.
Oh,
yes,
absolutely.
they do. Yes, they do.
Well, that's what they did in World War II as well. They supported
Yeah.
Nazis and they supported the United States.
I mean,
It's a
let's
win-win
not even talk about
situation.
World War II.
Yeah, whoever wins, they win.
You know, a lot of people say, see, you make a whole lot of money on war. That's why they like war. They like training people that they know they shouldn't be training because they making money. They ain't giving these planes and these tanks and these stuff for free. They make a lot of money off war.
Yeah, but
Hey,
you know,
I gotta say this about
Yeah.
like World War II. You know, remember when the country was in Great Depression?
Yeah.
They took all this money and they borrowed against the American economy and they built all these war machines, and then we were in the greatest debt ever. But then in the 50s, you know, the economy came back because everybody had jobs and everything, and they stabilized the economy. But because of the war effort, it fixed the economy from the depression.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
But see, this depression that's about to come now, ain't nobody gonna be able to fix because they don't want it to be fixed. The housing market never really recovered. That was just a false flag. They just wanted to hold off the inevitable. And guess what? All of these small jobs, they're about to be gone because they speeding themselves up with this artificial intelligence and
robotics, machines, and all this.
Well, I mean, should we start talking about AI? I mean,
Sure.
Seriously. Oh, you want to?
Yeah, quantum computers. I mean, what they were doing, they're, you know, writing these software scripts for artificial intelligence. And with the classic computers, they only had so much speed to them. But with the quantum computers, they could do all these computations in a moment. So with that artificial intelligence,
it's not even. But
that
you
guy
know
from CERN, he said they'll actually do everything better than a human mind.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You know, I did that video a long time ago.
But then they introduced DNA computers, and DNA computers are faster than the quantum computers, and they grow as they learn.
Yeah, so it's like infinite.
What's a DNA computer? Please explain.
Yeah, I don't know that either.
I ain't never heard of the DNA computer. That's something new.
DNA computer is the newest thing, and what it is it actually, you could have a desktop unit the size of a desktop, and it'll have the computational power of every computer on the planet. One little desktop. And the thing about DNA computers is they're cheap and they learn as they compute. Okay, like AI. They're exactly like AI. They grow with each computation.
I got to research that one because I ain't never heard of a DNA computer.
And
I know about the quantum computer.
They're saying that they're going to be the wave of the future because they're cheap.
And tell me. He's
they're
telling us,
cheap.
and you do your.
Hey guys.
Your
yeah.
Go ahead, Shamra. I think Shammy, you were saying something. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, he should look it up and see what he finds. You know, like, I've never heard of DNA computers, so hey, that's new.
It's interesting. Listen, guys, we're into the last about 20 minutes or so.
Oh, okay.
I went ahead and I opened up the calling lines in case anybody from the audience would like to call in. So, putting it out there. I'm going to be paying attention if anyone has questions.
I heard Brian.
Okay.
Brian, someone's...
Sorry. Yeah, Teresa has a question. What is it, Teresa?
No. Oh. I want to ask you a question, not on air.
Okay. Okay. Give me a sec, guys. Go ahead. You guys can go ahead and start to interject.
All right. Okay. It's cool. All right. So what do you guys think? All right. I'm trying to like shift topic, you know, like, because he's opening up the lines. So what else should we talk about? Like,
AI?
Well,
no AI.
But what about, okay, so did you guys watch, what's his name? That one guy, and he talks about another planet coming into the, like, Neptune area, but it's going the opposite way. What?
You say Glenn Beck?
No, Planet X.
Oh.
Well, no, or Planet X, Nibiru, whatever. So do you think that that has a play? If it is there, then do you think it has a play on our axis and everything that is happening here on Earth?
No. I don't think, I think that's science fiction.
Okay.
I mean, okay, none of us are going to really know what's going on in outer space because, for one, we're never going to go to outer space. Yeah. And we rely on what NASA tells us, and we know NASA's full of shit. So there's no way for us to really know if the Earth is flat, if the Earth is round, if there's a planet approaching us. You know, we don't know because we're never going to be out there.
Well,
okay.
I've heard that our planet is shifted on its axis. That much I can confirm.
I can actually see that, and I can vouch for our planet not being in the same place because Southern California, like where I am right now, it used to be like whenever the sun would set, it would be on the western horizon, and now it's like a little bit north or north-ish, like it's north by like 30 degrees.
Yeah, I noticed that actually. And Shammy, you were telling me how your husband just bought you a telescope recently.
Yeah.
The sun just seems really off. Like I used to take pictures of the sunrise every morning and sunset. And I'm sure, like,
that thing is hot.
We have Keith Landy. By the way, I'm doing a shout out for Keith Landy. He's one of my Facebook friends, and he does all these videos about the sky and everything.
Yeah.
And there's definitely been a change. You can see even Indians have found, you know, like native people have found that the sun has shifted to them, and that drives me wild.
It drives me
Brian.
wild. And I mean, like, and then we talk about the moon, and then like it's another subject for another time. But
yes. I've seen the moon rotate. Like it rotated 30 degrees counterclockwise, and then it rotated.
You remember that, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were you saying? Gen X was saying something. Go ahead, Gen X. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Do you guys? No, it's okay.
Hold on, Teresa.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
No, you're. Yeah. Do you guys watch Lone Eagle?
Yeah, I totally watch him. He's awesome.
Yeah, he is awesome. But he said that he used to get eczema. From the sun, or eczema. I'm sorry. Yeah, eczema. Yeah. And he said that he hasn't gotten it.
A long time. Yeah.
Right, in a long time. And he said that he used to like get it from the sun. So I think something's up with the sun, because for me, the sun does not look like it used to look. It looks different. It feels different. The light seems different. I mean, everything seems different about the sun.
Well, you know, the other thing is, they say we've shifted to a different planet, but I'm beginning to think that the sun itself, there's something happening with this particular star. That either something affected it, something came near it and sucked the energy off of it. Something happened.
That's why I brought up.
It's just not the same.
X stuff.
The star, you know.
Yeah, I agree, Harold. It's not the same.
It's not. It's white.
I wasn't trying to like go off the whole subject. I just wanted to bring that up because I'm noticing like a lot of different things, and it's a lot with, you know, the outdoors, you know, and what's going on. And I'm completely aware of my like where I am, and it's changed since I've lived here. It's gotten, well, it's always like dead hot. It's hot here.
Wow.
Right.
But I also notice, all right, now we have more water. Okay. So why do we have more water? There is a reason, and like whatnot, you know, like Southern California not Southern California, but like the Central Valley never has water. We are living here now, and my husband goes, there's no fish, there's nothing like in the streams right now. There's nothing. Like somebody can, if they let all the water out, like, so there's dams and everything, you know, and they let the dams out, and then we get the streams again. There's nothing. Like there's no like trout, there's no bass, there's no nothing. So, and if there is anything, they're little teeny little baby trout. Like teeny things. But why is there no like bigger stuff, you know, coming from the streams above, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Right. Hey, Brian, did Teresa want to say something?
Well, actually, we have a couple callers on the line. We've got a couple callers. Teresa's here with me, but we have we have Mind Fade and we have Cosmo.
Okay.
So what's up, you guys?
Welcome.
Mind Fade, you want to tell us about what you've observed about the night sky? You told me something really interesting about it.
Yeah, what I was saying was I live in South Florida. I live in Fort Lauderdale, and I could see a lot more stars that I usually can't see in the summer. Usually you can't see stars until like late November or mid-December when the nights get colder. But right now you can see like just so many stars. And even my wife said like on the west coast of Florida you could see stars like you can now. But not in the East Coast, not in the summer. Usually too much light pollution.
There's too much light pollution for you to be able to see it.
And there's like a lot of anomalies too. I don't know if they're military aircrafts really high flying, but I'm seeing a bunch of just things like I haven't seen before, like constellations that look at a place, and just like, I don't know what they are, but I don't want to say UFOs or whatever they are. I guess that's what they are because I can't identify them, but just a bunch of different things that I can't make out because I've always looked at the sky, and I still do, because, you know, my mother, she's a farmer in the Dominican Republic. She just taught me a lot about that, and that's why I just recognized it was like the summer nights are just so different.
Hey man, Hey man, do you watch Bluebeard 2011?
Yeah.
Not, but it's just not happening anymore.
Can we just
Yeah, I do.
talk about him?
Yeah, Mind Fade, thanks for sharing that.
No problem. And just like anybody else is like, I can't really get any feedback, but this show's a good thing because if anybody else is seeing that, like a star is getting brighter at different times of the year, like
I agree.
it changes.
Well,
It's really weird for I live near a real big city, and it's really strange when you could see the stars like that.
yeah, well, that's what Bluebeard's been talking about. I mean, he may be full of shit in some things, but he did say that the stars look different.
They do. They do. I've noticed.
I live in Colorado, and you can see the stars like in anything, and then I really missed it. But now it's just getting tonight. It was really because the sky is clear too. Because I don't know if it's been cloudy at night where you guys live because it's been spraying so much in the day.
So I see Jupiter and Mercury
really at night. And it's crazy. Like if you live, I lived near for a lot of them. Like you can't see the sky like you can now. You can see constellations.
Right.
It's just stuff I don't recognize up there too.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's so much changes going on. It's unbelievable. When the Bibles did talk about this.
Yeah.
I believe you were saying something, Shammy. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying.
Thanks, Mind Faith.
So Jupiter is super bright now, and Venus was super bright. Remember before it went over the horizon and down towards the southern, like southern hemisphere, to where you could see it, and Jupiter is so bright, and Mars is like nothing now. Like you see it and you're like, oh, that's Mars. Remember whenever Mars used to be like really red and you were like, oh, that's Mars. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, now it's like every other planet is super bright. Or like constellations, the Big Dipper is completely on the opposite side of the sky from where I remember it being. Like I remember distinctly with my dad, who passed away a long time ago, and we always looked at the stars, and it was always, so I lived in West Virginia, so like it was kind of northeast, and now it's like southwest. And I know it's going to keep moving and everything else, but it doesn't look the same.
Yeah. So, it's kind of hard for me because I live in Maryland, and we get a lot of weird weather here.
Yeah.
So like I'll try to look up at the sky at night, but then it'll be like completely covered. Yeah, I can barely even see the moon. Yeah, it's really hard for me to like. Cause I want to verify these changes, but sometimes I just can't do it.
Yeah, I try to also. So.
Yeah, Maryland gets really weird weather. Like our weather changes.
I live in Central California, and I like the valley. So we have a lot of pollution and everything else. And you want to look at the moon.
Right.
I bring my telescope out all the time, and I want to look, and I can't because it's gross, like the sky's gross.
Yeah.
So I understand.
It's gross. It's just like, I remember like last year around about March or April.
Yeah.
When I first heard about the ME, my entire skyline over here, I live in like Southern Maryland. So like, and my entire skyline was just like overcast. Like it was just like brown or gray. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It was just gray all around. I couldn't even see anything,
Yeah.
It was weird.
Even with my bad ASS, keeping it cool, telescope, I have a really awesome telescope, and my telescope cannot make out points. I mean, like, yeah, I can if I really work for it, but I shouldn't have to work to see like different points in the sky that are easy,
Right. I agree.
So, and I will like point it in direction, and I have like coordinates and everything, and it doesn't work. So
that doesn't make sense.
What do you do?
Well, you know, that's what happens when you move from the Sagittarius arm to Orion.
Right.
So,
Nah,
How many of us are from the Sagittarius arm?
me.
Me. Like, seriously, I want to go home. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Oh man, I used to live in Washington and had so I would be able to see all of the Milky Way above my house. I kind of want to go back and see if it's the same. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I knew
I
exactly
bet you it's
where
not
the
the
Milky
same.
Way was.
I'll bet it isn't.
I'll bet you $100 and a box of chocolates.
Really?
A
Oh,
box of
man.
chocolates.
I
Uh-oh.
don't like chocolates. I like
I'll bet
pickles.
you a
but
12-pack of
Hang on a
Corona.
second. Hang on a second. You said the magic word there.
Life is like a box of
High five.
chocolate.
Yes,
Always
it is,
remember
isn't it?
I don't care what they
Yeah.
say. It's life is like a box of
It's like
chocolate.
a box.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
Yes,
you
it
never
is.
know.
Is like a box of
Yep,
chocolates.
it's
Absolutely.
like-
That's
Sure
right.
is.
I have another caller here, guys.
All right.
And again, I'm sorry to interject here,
No, we're being.
but we have to. We're about to close soon.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah, I know we're about to.
Let's
Go
go
off
on
the air.
overtime.
It's
Yeah,
cool.
overtime.
I'm
I
West
vote
Coast,
for
so
overtime.
you guys are like super early for me.
Yeah,
You guys are
Has
awesome.
it got? Let me ask you this: on the West Coast, you guys, people who live on the West Coast, has it gotten dark yet?
No, it's still well.
It's
Actually,
dead dark.
can I show you?
Yeah.
Did you want to share? Did you want to share your screen, or
Yeah. Right there. Hold on.
you can share your camera if you want?
All right, I got it. And then
Can you? Melissa says, "Can you see something like a Milky Way?" And we have somebody on the line here.
all right, here, guys.
Shammy.
This is the West Coast right now.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow, it's still
It's not
daytime.
daylight.
And I am on the southern part. Well,
Wow.
there's the moon.
Wait, is that a star? Or is that?
What
That's
is that?
the moon.
That's a UFO,
That's
Brian.
the moon.
The UFO.
That UFO over there.
We have Cosmo here.
screenshots.
Cosmo, tell us what you've observed on the East Coast.
Looks good
you're
outside.
welcome.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
Sharing.
Oh, it's
Sorry.
perfect.
Thank you for
Nice
sharing
pool.
that.
A nice
Man, I wish
break.
I was in California right now.
It's not even my
Yeah,
house,
me too.
by
It's
the way.
daylight.
It's still
Daylight.
daylight.
I'm
It's
at my
freaking
friend's
dark over
house.
here.
It's freaking
'Cause-
nighttime.
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
nighttime over
Yeah, I
here.
know.
Hey,
I'm at my
Cosmo.
friend's house
Oh,
because it's quiet. So, like, I'm going back inside in the dark. So,
man, sometimes there's some days
Wow.
I wish I
Yeah.
could travel to the West Coast and still have some daylight left because it's just
I know.
fast. But
Oh,
Cosmo
it's so dark
had
here.
a question.
But-
You know-
Actually, he was telling us.
Quantum traveling will do that for you.
Yeah.
whatever.
Teleportation.
Those quantum travels.
I don't
Oh,
care.
yeah.
I still love the
I'm
East Coast,
literally
so I don't
sitting
care.
underneath.
I love
the-
the East too.
Well, that's where my
So, I
family's at on the
cannot-
East Coast, so you know.
That's where I
Can
am.
say hi to Kitty? Kitty.
Everybody's got a cat.
Me
Everybody
too.
has
No, he's not mine.
You guys notice
I don't have
in this
cats.
reality, people love cats more.
I know.
Hi,
You're
cat.
absolutely right.
I think that's the case.
Absolutely.
Because
Yeah.
on the Sagittarius arm, people hated cats, man.
I know.
Oh yeah,
I like-
they want to string them up,
So,
cat jokes and all
I
that.
do.
Yeah. I was an outcast
I
that liked
rescue
cats.
dogs.
I never know because I'm on AT&T. It's like, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I rescue
Oh, that guy at
dogs.
Verizon sold to Sprint now.
Get
you
over
know.
here.
Yeah.
Get over here.
Oh. No.
Fireball.
Hi, it's Brent.
Come on. Sorry.
Yeah, go-
I'll just keep saying it's my friend's cats. I'm not at my house. I'm using her house. She's in San Diego.
San
All
Diego.
the whales.
That's where I grew up.
Where I went to East.
Wow.
I grew up in San Diego.
Yeah. But I'm over here because it's quiet and I have people watching my kids. So I can do this.
Why is she the only one screen sharing?
Me.
Or video sharing?
say
What's
what
that,
it is?
Teresa?
Yeah, Teresa, off air, I guess, or you're on air. Which one?
Off air, yeah. Change for Hennessy.
Uh-oh.
What?
Oh, no. I think she found another Emmy.
Yeah, these Mandelas, they keep popping up. It's like Sammy pointed out earlier to me about lasagna is now lasagne or
Lasagna.
something like that. That's
Lasagna.
weird.
Lasagna.
Popping like popcorn.
What did Teresa want to say, Brian?
Teresa, what were you saying about Hennessy? The
Oh,
commercials?
don't touch Hennessy.
On one of the Facebooks, on one of the Mandela, one of the Mandela's Facebook.
Yeah.
And she said, well, I'm going to give the lady credit because I know her name. Marie, y'all recognize the name?
No.
E-I-D-I.
I
Marie,
totally
she's the one that says
Excuse me, sorry.
I burped too.
commercial TV. It was supposed to take place in the
Sorry.
New York City Metro subway. The people on the train are laughing. Some are cuddling. I said to Patrick, I guess that's your boyfriend or something, that is not a very accurate commercial. In real life, everybody we saw on the train were very solemn and were all staring at their phones or at the floor. It changed completely. Is this the commercial?
Wait, what commercial changed?
Subway?
Hennessy.
Oh, Hennessy. There's like a
On
few
the
of them,
subway.
man. There's like 4 or 5.
Yeah, she said that it takes place in the New York City Metro subway, and the people on the train are laughing and some are cuddling. And she said that's not how it was before. Before it was they were on a train and they were very solemn and were all staring at their phones and on the at the floor. So the whole commercial completely changed.
Wow.
If anybody's familiar with this commercial,
Wow.
I still have a share. I don't
Oh,
even know it. I didn't know Hennessy made commercial.
I believe it because
I don't even know what
Yeah.
Hennessy is.
Hennessy
Oh, I
is
know what
cognac.
hardcore drink.
It's alcohol.
Yeah, I
Oh,
call it
I know that
hardcore
one.
drink.
It's really good.
Hard-
I mean, I used to drink it. I used to drink it straight.
Yeah.
In San Diego, I would buy it straight and just drink it.
They don't have liquor commercials usually. Hey, Brian,
Hey
Yeah.
guys.
did you tell them about my change on my DVD to the grease thing? The burned DVD, remember?
Yeah, she had a DVD of the movie Grease, and that's
Yeah.
why I had to come out and talk about it, because you can tell there's certain movie changes going on, and we found Residue. I read through a Reddit post. That's how I found out about some of the
I agree with that one
Residue.
a lot. Yeah.
Grease
So-
light.
Hi,
I agree with that one
Dramatic.
a lot.
Hi,
I'm
Dramatic.
such a like.
Oh, hey, we got Candace back.
Dramatic.
The other part.
Hey, we have
I think it's working.
Candace back.
Hey, Candace, good to have you back.
Hey, Candace.
Hey.
Where'd
Hey.
you go, man?
Sorry, I
Candace,
Forever.
You dipped out.
Yeah, I couldn't get my microphone working at all.
Oh,
well,
sounded like me, and
Candace, in
I
case you guys
literally
don't know,
tried forever.
I'm sorry, guys. Candace, in case you guys don't know, she researches mind control and AI.
Yeah, she's great.
Along with Harold.
Yeah.
Along with Harold, yep.
Yeah.
Harold.
She's awesome,
Cool.
man.
Yeah.
It's nice to
thanks.
meet you.
She's awesome.
It's nice of you guys.
I know.
You're all
I'm
awesome.
just like
So
you,
what-
and I'm
and everybody-
Yeah,
awkward.
that's right. We all are.
So
Everybody
I'm gonna be
loves
new
your
and
accent.
awkward.
It's really awesome.
so what time is it? What time is it in New
And everyone out there
Zealand?
listening is awesome too.
Wow.
New Zealand. Ooh.
New Zealand.
Who's in New Zealand?
What time is it in New Zealand?
I'm in
Yeah.
New Zealand. It's daytime.
Daytime. No crap.
What's it like about like
It's like
Daytime.
probably like noon,
Noon
right?
time?
I have to go look.
Hey, check your clock. Does it have 4 ones? or does it
3:12
have
p.m.
A 1 and a V.
3:12.
3:12.
Moly.
Candace, what time is it in New Zealand?
I
3:12.
gotta go sit
3:12.
over here again.
Wow, 3:12.
So
Candace, do you have any
New Zealand.
words to say before we
Ooh.
close? We lost.
All right, I'm gonna
cousin.
turn it off.
Sorry.
Well, I missed a lot of it, so I'm not sure what I've missed.
Brian, let's go in overtime, man. Make it happen.
All right, we'll
I mean,
make
it's okay.
15 more minutes. Can you guys spare 15 more minutes?
Oh,
Hopefully
absolutely.
next time we
Or
won't have
we can
technical
just
difficulties.
Go back
Okay.
to talking.
It's only 11 o'clock p.m. in Maryland, so.
Hey, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon in New Zealand, man. We got all the time in the world.
Hey. Hey.
Yeah.
And it's,
So,
8 o'clock.
so just a
West
quick
Coast.
recap. Just a quick recap. We were talking about this mind control with sound waves, energy impulses, energy pulses coming from jets. How they're able to they're implanting people now that are apparently that I just discovered this through Harold, that they're implanting these chips in bums, people on the street.
You mean the guys that stand on the
You mean
curb
your
with the
butt.
little signs?
The homeless.
Yeah.
That's
Signs.
completely
Homeless
correct. I'm
people.
sorry.
Are we talking
Oh
about
my
the
God.
video?
They're homeless. They're not bums. They're homeless.
Yeah. The
No,
homeless,
Brian, that was hilarious, dude.
In South,
Does this have to do with the
South
homeless
Carolina.
people that go
Guys,
missing?
stop.
Oh my
Yeah, they're
God.
homeless, not
No.
bums. That's
Stop.
being
Brian, you are the man, dude. You are the man.
I'm
You're
telling
rock,
you,
buddy.
bums.
Bums.
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
Bums.
You guys do realize, like, the president and their children and all the high officials are already
Oh my God.
microchipped.
Hey, Gen X, you give me way too much credit, man.
I'm sorry, dude. That was hilarious, dude.
Thanks, man. I'm turning white over here.
You mean the guys that are holding the signs on the corner, right?
Yeah.
Oh, they're
Yeah,
gonna be
we'll
so
work
tired of
for
hearing
food
this
or-
talk.
We'll
Yeah.
work
It
for
doesn't
food.
matter.
Yeah, but they need our prayers now more than ever, because we're not only
Are they homeless?
they're getting
Now they're chipped.
now.
Are they really homeless, though? That's
Oh
the
my
question.
God.
No. All right.
Are they
so
really
what he
homeless?
was
Well,
saying
I'm
was
actually
they're
seeing
implanting.
families of homeless people
Yes.
sitting outside Walmart asking for money, and
Walmart.
Walmart
No,
again.
really.
God.
Walmart's the cornerstone of all this.
Or
Oh, they're
like,
getting taken in, their heads chopped.
Dan.
Oh my God.
All right.
Can't
It's
take it,
fine.
man.
I'm trying to
I'm not
help you,
going to say
Brian.
anymore. Go ahead.
Brian, you killed me, dude. That was.
Right.
Oh
You
my
guys
God,
stop.
dude.
Stop. All right. Let him talk.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right, Brian,
Yes.
Brian.
go ahead.
Brian. Speakest thou.
Oh, thank you. So, Candace, what do you think about
Black rattlesnake?
a what?
No, this is something Linda, Linda Langley. I think you've heard of her, right?
Yeah, Linda does all the Mandela
Yeah.
animals.
She
Yeah.
just posted something that
Who's
says
that?
black rattlesnake. You need to show that one to everybody. It's black.
Did that
Like
change
black,
color? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They're changing colors left and right now,
Yeah, I
especially
know.
the orange alligator.
Look on your computer at that one, black.
I'll
black
check it out. We
rattlesnake.
also have
Look at
black
it.
squirrels, apparently
Trolls? We got trolls?
black
You
squirrels.
got troll?
Oh,
Who's on Troll Patrol?
Yeah, we have black squirrels.
oh, I'm not looking
Pearl.
at
What
like.
the heck is this? She knows all
So
about
is
animals.
this live, like on Facebook
Yeah, what are they called? They're called
or YouTube?
black rattlesnakes.
What the heck is this?
Have you guys ever heard of a demon? What is it? A demon orchard? You ever heard of a
Sure,
demon orchard?
I've seen them, yeah.
Demon
What
what?
is that?
It's a demon orchard. It's an orchard that looks like a demon. It's pretty
Oh.
wild, man.
No, this is, and they're just discovering these things left and right. You can see it looks like a demon head.
Here.
Okay.
Mm.
Weird.
Is there one that causes
I can see it's
people
myself.
I saw one where this woman got infected. Her face turned all red.
Wait a second. That flower looks a lot like
Is that
someone's.
me?
I'm kidding.
I'm so embarrassed. Oops.
Yeah.
Teresa, are you good?
Teresa, you here?
Sorry. Oh, she left.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, how about that? Hey, peacock spider. Have you seen that? Patty.
No, I have not.
No.
No.
It's a peacock spider. That thing is freaking
So
cool.
who left? She didn't leave.
Shit.
I don't know who did we
all
lose.
these weird animals.
He-Man, I think it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he left a long time ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh. So a peacock spider.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
peacock spider. It's up there on Facebook. Patty
No.
McHenry put
do
it
you
up.
have a problem with a spider,
Never
Brian?
heard of that.
A blue one? Something
What?
shiny?
Yeah,
No.
I swear.
I love the
Whoa.
manta animals.
Oh, I know. But it's one of those things. It's hard to tell if it's an actual Mandela animal. I mean, are they cloning these things to make it look like a Mandela?
Did you-
No,
I mean, are they,
Brian.
are
Yeah,
they,
that's a problem. You know, genetic.
Did you guys see that one?
Brian,
falls that
when you
had,
see it,
like,
you know, dude.
Yeah.
It's in.
Did you guys see
somewhere.
the demon head goat?
Have you heard about the goat climbing trees? The goats that
No.
climb
I
the
could see
trees.
that. I
Oh,
could
you haven't
actually
seen it?
see that.
It's freaking hilarious, man. Look it on YouTube. Goat
I could see
climbing
that
trees.
I saw one on Facebook. Demon head goat scares whole village or something.
Oh, I got one better. How about the one village in Africa where all these like 12-year-old girls all of a sudden turn into like boys?
What?
No, I'm serious.
What are you talking
Honest
about,
to
dude?
God. Okay, there's this village in Africa
it.
somewhere.
Stop it.
When they reach puberty, they're all like young girls, and they actually change into boys.
Dog,
So-
that's some
so
that's some
they got
that's some
tranny.
bullshit, homie.
No, look it up on Google it, man. Check it out. They got pictures and all.
I'll see
I'm
that.
not trying to
Part
Google
of-
that. I'm not trying to Google that shit,
It,
homie.
it's part of
No, I
that
wanna see that.
transgenderism, you know.
I want to know.
I wouldn't
But-
know.
So I want to know if is it real?
Quite
Yeah,
frankly,
it's real.
I don't want to know. Like,
If they have a tranny village,
Yeah, they got Chinese village, you know.
Well, let's
Wow,
not
that's
talk
great.
about that
Weird.
one.
It's like a demonic thing, I think, but you know,
demonic thing.
demonic thing.
Yeah.
hey, Brian. Hey, Brian, are you there?
Brian is.
Yep. Ground control to Major Tom. What?
What?
I'm floating in
What
a
did he
tin
say?
can right. I'm floating in a tin can right now.
Yeah.
Do you guys watch I Am Laszlo?
Oh, I love
Yes.
that
I've
guy.
seen him.
I
He's
love
the
the
one who
trail.
told me
I
about
love the
Lazy
trail
Boy.
backdrop.
He's the one who told me about Lazy Boy is now Laz Boy.
Lazy
Right.
boys, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Lazy boy.
No, but he brings up a lot of the animals that have changed or that we never knew existed.
Yeah.
Right. You should watch his videos if you haven't. You know.
Oh, they're great. I love the fox bat personally. That's my favorite.
No, that I was talking to Brian earlier, and we were talking about those baby. What is it called? Like, they have big eyes, and they're kind of like a monkey, but they're not. And Scarab had just said something about it, or like that chick that's always on Scarab's page.
Angela.
Yeah, but baby, whatever. Like, they're kind of cute. Like, they're pretty. They're pretty cute.
Tell me what they're called again.
Yeah.
Baby something. I don't know.
Baby got back. What?
Baby.
Baby got back.
Baby back ribs.
Baby, come back.
Baby spinach.
All right.
Random.
Random.
You guys still watch like Life Matrix?
Yeah.
I haven't
I
seen
do.
him in a
I love Life
while.
Matrix, man.
Oh yeah, he's
Why do
awesome.
you ask?
I'll be back in like a couple if you guys are staying on.
Sammy.
Oh, I'll
All
be
right.
back.
I'll
That
see you
got
later.
changed too.
Yes. It's not I'll be back. It's I'll be back.
I know that's some bullshit, dude.
Yeah, that's messed up, man. One of the great iconic lines. I'll be back. Sorry, kid. It's I'll be back.
He never said it that way, dude. It was always like with the accent, like I'll be back.
I know, man. That's what made it so cool.
Right. Now it's just kind of plain and mundane. It's just like,
Yeah.
okay, you'll be back, whatever. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
you know?
sure.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Who cares?
This is what happens when we go into overtime, guys.
What's that?
I'm listening.
No, we have a lot of fun. We go into a outtake session, except for they're not outtakes, they're intakes. So
Yeah, I know.
Right, and I apologize for the cussing, man, but
no, it's cool, man.
Sometimes,
man, don't worry about it.
Right.
It's like the Outback, no rules, all right.
Yeah.
Even though that got changed. Oh, what about the kangaroos? Didn't they have some kind of freaking mandaminal kangaroo now or something?
Kangaroos are no longer just in Africa.
They're in Papua New Guinea.
Yeah, they're in New Guinea now.
Well, yeah, man, the continent got moved all the way up. It's like, what, a stone's throw
Lone
away?
Eagle. What's
Lone Eagle.
258. Whatever.
Yeah.
11258.
11258.
Yeah.
Gotta get the numbers right.
Yeah.
Is that his birth date, or is that just like, what is that?
No idea.
It's his call side.
I think it's his birth date.
I want him to like be my friend, so I'm gonna be nice.
Hey, I actually befriended him on
he's
Facebook
awesome. I love his
a couple
videos.
days ago, man.
So don't say anything bad, and yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, he is cool.
I like Long Eagle.
He makes really good videos.
Yeah.
Anybody makes a great Mandela video is like a rock star to me. I mean, that's
Right.
why I love Brian so much, man. He like just rolls them out like
I agree.
freaking hot
Well,
cakes,
Brian,
you know?
Yeah.
you know, he started out. He didn't make as many as he does now. He started out with like maybe one a week.
Yeah, but then all of a sudden he's cranking out 6 or 7
Yeah.
a day. And it's like I was getting my Mandela video fix every day. You
Well,
know?
for me, it was money bags the whole way. Like,
Oh yeah, me too. Moneybags was rocking it. Then Brian just totally
Then
killed it.
Brian swooped in and like took it out. But then Moneybags still had the glory though.
Yeah, he's got all glory.
Moneybags, I have to give him a big salute though. He opened my eyes, and so did EYA. And,
he also did that. But I also love Beauty Rock, by the way. Like I like him a lot. I listen to him all the time, and I just wanted to give a shout out.
I want to give a shout out to EYA. She rocked it, man. She was consistent.
Right.
If you want a Bible chain, she had it, man, with the couch.
Still Yeshua.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys watch Meeks B?
Yeah, she's pretty cool too.
She's awesome, man.
I gotta tell you, I love it with her facial expression. She acts like she's so tormented. And it's like it's just so cool, you know?
You know, you could tell it's messing her up, dude.
Oh man, she's like on the edge there, you know.
Let's not forget Michelle Plotty. Michelle Plotty with the shook face. She says I'm shook, and she slaps her cheeks. Yeah, that's the only thing about her, but she does good. I have a very great quote here for you guys, and I think you're gonna like it. Okay. Happiness is often the result of being too busy to be miserable. I think that's so true with the Mandela effect. What do you think?
Well, it depends. Like,
I agree.
Like, what is your definition of miserable?
Oh.
I was going to say miserable is being tormented by the same thing over and over again. You have to break that vicious cycle and attempt to be happy and raise your. Am I right?
Well, I mean, it could go a few ways there, Brian. It could be like some people are miserable with like their job, you know, like they hate their. But like that's not misery, right? But that's not misery. Like people in Africa who don't have food, no, that's misery. They're starving every day. So
well, you know what, Brian? It's like this with the Mandela effect. Every day is a new day.
Exactly.
Because there's always something new.
Or a different day.
Different day.
Yes, it's like that. It's like that Sheryl Crow song. Every day is a winding road. I love that.
I was just Brian. Stop being a synchronicity, man. I was just gonna say that.
Oh, are you serious? Come on, man.
Yeah. Come on, man. Stop doing that, dude.
It's literally the greatest show on earth. That's what I say. Greatest show on earth.
I just got ME'd by Brian.
Welcome back.
About the Mandanimals.
I got your back, Jax.
I love man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, brother.
So do you wonder if they're actually being engineered and released, and then they test to see if everyone will believe that they've always been there?
That's a possibility.
Yeah.
Like, you know, why stop it online with logos?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, purple squirrels are another one of my favorites.
And that could be one thing. They're actually like, you know, that's one possibly, like if it was being engineered and then seeing if people accept it. And the other one would be like, do you know what you're actually looking at all the time? The way there's those videos where people are looking at the Jim Beam bottle, calling it Bean, like audio visual different. So when you're looking at something, is it really the Mandanimal that you think it is, or, you know, are people seeing it that way?
Right. That's a good question.
So
Lone Eagle said that he had he used to live in a neighborhood, and a new neighborhood just appeared next to his neighborhood.
Right.
It never was there.
Right, up in Ottawa, Canada.
Yeah, it just appeared out of nowhere.
It was like Queen Elizabeth's neighborhood or something like that.
And it's been there since 1968, apparently.
Right.
But he said he lived there all his life and he never saw it.
Yeah, he grew up in Ottawa and he went over there. He's like, where did this come from? And you know what's funny about it? Like the bus stops in that town, it looked really different from the bus stops outside of that town.
Yeah. He said he used to ride his bike right through there and it never was there, and then all of a sudden it was just there.
Yeah, he said it was just like the woods, or it was like I don't know, it wasn't a town though, or a housing development.
He said there was woods there. He used to ride his bike through there.
With the Mandela effect. Sure, I might wake up one day, try to go home, and can't find my way here.
You go home and they say, "We don't know you."
Yeah, you walk into your house.
Who are you?
E.T. Wait, E.T. phone home or E.T. home phone?
Home phone.
Is that how it is now?
Home phone. Yeah, it's home phone. Yeah,
oh my God!
Yeah.
So they made an Atari Jaguar game. I don't know if you guys remember that. It came out like in '93.
Yes.
Yeah. But there's a game called E.T. Phone Home.
Well, it's wrong now, and now it's home phone.
Right? Where did they get that from?
Home phone that you could buy to match an actual ET one.
That's insane, dude.
I mean, because it would make sense, right?
Yeah, it
would make sense.
ET home phone.
Well, at least
next thing you know, it's gonna be ET cellular phone.
Yeah, if there's no ET phones that I can buy, I'm gonna like wonder.
Well,
yeah, now you got to go on eBay.
Finger. At least he's got the glowing finger. That's all it counts.
No, next thing is gonna be ET fuck off. That's what he's gonna do.
Oh.
Hey, I'm just saying.
I think E-Man did a video on that. In fact, the ET is joined on Entertainment Tonight or something like that.
Oh yeah, the letters are all joined. Let's talk about the merging of the letters, please.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you know they doing that. It's almost like they want to test and see how many dummies don't see it.
Not only that, how about OCR, optical character recognition software? That's got to wreak havoc on that. How's it going to translate that back into text, you know?
Yeah, right. And
yeah,
there was one, what was it called? I forget. Who was on there? I think it was Bluebeard. He was talking about it.
Wait, what was he talking about?
Vegemite. There was a type of Vegemite
sandwich?
No. There was a type of Vegemite that he always bought, and they changed. It disappeared. It wasn't there anymore. And he went to look for it, and it changed. It was gone. And it was the type of Vegemite that he always bought online, I guess. And you remember he thought he had it on his video?
Wait, was it like when was this, dude?
He was talking about cereal.
Really?
Yeah, he was talking about cereal, and then he talked about Vegemite. And because the Vegemite popped up on the same screen as the cereal, and when he switched back to the same screen, it was gone. It disappeared. It was Vegemite.
Well, see, let me tell you, I had a personal Mandela effect that happened in my house. So I had a personal Mandela effect that happened in my house.
The scissors, right?
Yeah, man. I was like, wait a minute. There's only one pair of scissors now, and then the scissors, Everybody know the scissors was broke because they broke it. I go back. I'm looking for some scissors. Scissors is fine. I'm like, what the world? Hold on. These some new pair of scissors? I thought my wife probably say I'm sorry for breaking them. But no, they were still crusty and all that. But the handle was not broke no more.
Wow.
That's
What did
awesome.
everyone else say?
Yeah,
Talking about scissor repair.
Did they realize it, or they didn't realize?
Yeah, they the one. They were like, wasn't them scissors broke? I said, yeah, these scissors broke.
Oh, interesting.
I say, you know, I'm gonna start asking Mandela Effect to give me some stuff now and then. I'm saying, hey, Mandela Effect, make my leg be right.
Hey, not only that, hey, Mandela Effect, fix my car. It got totaled, right?
I'm telling you.
My husband has been working on
Mandela
his
Effect,
Jeep
load my
forever.
bank account.
I'm telling
He's been
you.
working on his Jeep.
See, if the Mandela Effect gave me some stuff, then I wouldn't have no problem with it, I don't think.
Oh, no.
Hey guys,
You talking about Mandela Effect entitlement program now?
You guys hear me? Shandy was saying something about a
We
Jeep.
can hear you.
Yeah, what's
I was
up,
talking
Brian?
about my husband's Jeep, but it was supposed to be like he's putting in an amazing, like, awesome motor into his Jeep, and we've been putting it off, like buying stuff a little bit at a time, you know, and then all of a sudden he's like $200 and it's gonna be like good to go, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna try that thing. but you know, like but before it was like almost 1,000.
Wow.
But it literally went from 1,000 to 200 in literally less than 2 days. And he was like, I was like, $1,000, and he was like, yeah, it's gonna be
Say
a lot.
thank you, Mandela Effect.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a Mandela Effect blessing. We ought to have
I think you got a Mandela Effect blessing.
Yeah.
And it worked out for him. It's working out for him. I'm like, okay, we're down. I'm down.
There you go.
With, like, just putting that like money back in there. Who's gonna drive it?
That's called a man blessing.
Yep.
And me blessing.
He put a 357 in his Jeep. I think it's not 357, a 402. He went from carbon injected to fuel injected. So it's a badass. It's badass.
Hey, have y'all noticed that our hairs are going slower? I cut my hair about 2 months ago, and if I showed you my hair now, my hair should be way longer than this. Now a lot of people say, well, maybe you getting older, but I cut my kids hair the same time I cut my hair, and their hair still is not growing.
Nah, man, my hair grows really fast. Like,
yeah, my beard grows really fast.
I get a haircut, and then within like 2 weeks or 3, I need another one.
Well, so here's the thing. I think I get a 5 o'clock shadow at around 3 o'clock.
Right. No, Brian, I'm right there with you, man.
Mine comes in at 4.
That means you're a man.
Yeah, mine comes in like an hour after I shave it.
Oh, wow. Damn, son, you got a problem, dude.
Yeah, I grow back quick. I'm like the wolf man.
Well, maybe that's a Mandela blessing for my clippers.
Hey, have y'all noticed anything different at work?
Are we still live?
Yeah, we're still live. I'm trying to find some kind of way to end this. I want to end.
Done it. Let the good times roll. Let it roll.
Oh, I hear you. We could go all night.
Well, let's go all night.
We're laughing.
All day.
We can call it, but can we go to the other chat?
Well, like private?
Well, wherever we were before. I don't know.
Brian just has to end the live stream.
Yeah, we can still chat away.
I'm going to end. E-Man,
Sure.
would you mind giving us a prayer, please?
Yes. Father God, I thank you for this great opportunity that you have given us to, bounce off ideas and and stick with one another and keep one another up. God, right now, God, bless us and keep us, our minds and our hearts in you, God. Watch over the Mandela Effect community, God. Watch over everybody that's on the chat room line, God. Keep their minds and keep their hearts, God. Keep us in one whole piece. Lord, we trust in you and we believe in you. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Praise
I love
Jesus.
you guys.
Thank you guys for coming together and letting us do this. I think it was the Lord telling me to do this tonight. Honestly, we had to get the message out about these chips, and it led to other things. So I'm really glad we were able to come out and talk about it.
Yeah. Thanks, Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
We might have to talk about it tomorrow.
I love chocolate chips, by the way.
And if you guys, if anybody has any topics they want to bring to the table for tomorrow night is still open table right now, but we'll see as time goes on. Just let me know. Send me an email. MandelaEffectAwareness. User-based show. You guys create the show, okay? And we'll get.
Yeah. Hey, Brian, I'll send you an email, man, for sure.
All right, man. Hey, good night, everybody.
Brian, I got
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.